Yo, what's up, everybody? So, everybody seemed to enjoy my story I put out a while back about the time I almost got in a fight with a Walmart employee. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, man? I've been in a lot of weird situations in my life. I've been in a lot of violent situations in my life. I've been in some crazy ass situations, especially in factories, man, because I've been working in factories for 14 plus years. I was like, you know what, bro, let me tell some stories about factory life and why factories in the state of Tennessee suck. The right to work bill sucks because it's really not the right to work, it's the right not to join a union and have any protections. It's the right to get fired for whatever reason they deem you should be fired for, right? So, anyway, then I'm gonna tell you all this story about the time I had to train a crazy dude, a schizophrenic ass dude. All right, man. So I used to work at this place called FIT. And what we did, we made like fiber. Now, fiber is kind of like, I don't know, a chemical version of, it's basically what most of your clothes are made out of. Like this right here, this is not real cotton. This is made out of a chemical compound that later on becomes fabric, right? And then goes on to be colored into whatever color and becomes clothing. And that's what we made at FIT. Now, this was during COVID. This was way back in 2020. And we were shorthanded, man. We were shorthanded. It was crazy, like hell, man. And we kept wanting people to come in, but nobody would work because at that time we were working through COVID, but there was only like a skeleton crew. There might have been maybe 25, 30 of us in the entire facility. And you're talking about a pretty big facility for real. So there wasn't really a lot of us at that time. And so we kept needing help. Well, me and Shane, we didn't have a supervisor. The whole situation was messed up. We didn't have no supervisor for real. So me and Shane were basically running our side of the warehouse. And so one day, man, finally Shane comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, bro." He's like, "Hey, bro. Excuse me, I got some sinus stuff going on." He was like, "Hey, bro. We finally got a little bit of help." And I was like, "For real?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Somebody actually came up and volunteered to help us." He was like, "Somebody came up to the main office during the daytime because we work night shift." Now, what we would do, we'd work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 12-hour shifts. Thursday nights, we'd work 15-hour shifts, which was dangerous as hell. I don't know if any of y'all have ever worked a 15-hour shift. Let me tell you something. And that's perfectly legal in the state of Tennessee to work somebody for 15 hours. It shouldn't be legal, but it is. Yeah, man, during that 15 hour, at the end of that 15-hour shift, bro, you're going to be laughing at stuff that's not funny. You're going to be hallucinating. You're going to be seeing stuff. You're going to be seeing people that aren't there. Bro, I went through it, man. I experienced it. I can tell you so many stories about being halfway delirious, halfway crazy for being up for 15 hours working, bro. It's dangerous. It really should be illegal, but unfortunately, it's perfectly legal in the state of Tennessee to work somebody for a 15-hour shift. Anyway, though, so somebody had come up during the daytime and come up to our main office and volunteered to work. And they hired this dude on the spot. Well, Shane tells me this, and I'm like, "Okay, cool, man. We've been shorthanded like forever. Like, man, I'm looking forward to having somebody like come in. I can train them, and because it's just me and Shane and a couple of other dudes, but we needed some other people for real." So we're all kind of happy about it, and then so we worked the rest of that week. This dude was supposed to start on a Monday, all right. So we worked that week. We have our little 3-day weekend or whatnot. Well, Monday rolls around, bruh. I gotta have a drink before I tell y'all this one. Jesus. So Monday rolls around, right? We're all excited. We were all happy about this dude coming in and working. Like, oh man, we ain't gonna be shorthanded no more. Man, don't ever be optimistic in a factory. Don't ever be optimistic in no factory job, bro. So I clock in. Shane contacts me over the radio. He's like, hey, bro. He's like, can you come back here to the Baylors and start training homeboy? I was like, yeah, bro, I'm on my way. So I'm walking back to the Baylors, which is at the opposite end of the warehouse. Woo! I meet this man. I shake this man's hand. And the first thing I recognize about this man is he's been in prison, which is not abnormal for a factory, by the way. I've worked with gang members. I've worked with dangerous people, violent felons. Those are the types of people that factories hire. That's mostly why I've seen so much violent stuff in my life. That all happened pretty much on the job. And when I meet this dude, bro, this dude got a tear under his eye, tattooed tear, which is not a good sign, by the way. Not a good sign. That means this is a violent person that did something violent in a penitentiary somewhere. He's got a crown on his cheek. He's got a sad clown face over here, bro. He got all kinds of tattoos all over his face, man. So, I'm not trying to disrespect this dude. I just shake his hand. I'm like, hey, I'm Eli, man. I'll be training you for a few weeks. I get Shane kind of over to the side, and I'm like, hey, bro. Man, this ain't going to work out. You know that, right? You know this is going to end bad, right, bro? He's like, yeah, I know. He's like, as soon as I saw his face, he's like, I knew this dude ain't going to last. He's like, but can you train him? Try to train him. I was like, yeah, bro, I'll train him. So a couple days go by, right? We're working with this guy, and I start him on the baler, which the baler is the easiest thing in the world. It only takes a 2-man crew, and I was in charge of the balers. And the 2-man crew usually can handle the baler just fine. 2 days go by. This dude seems to be working out all right. Wednesday night rolls around. That's when I start noticing. Dude is on some type of narcotics because he's been up. He's had to be up like for 3 or 4 days in a row because he's just not acting right. And then there's these huge metal doors on the baler that you have to shut and lock, almost like a bank vault, kind of in a way, before the baler rotates. And that baler's a time limit. You only have like 10 minutes at the most, depending on what product we're running. But usually you only have about 10 minutes to shut those doors, get them locked before that thing rotates, or it's really going to hurt somebody for real. So I start noticing I'm filling out paperwork and I'm looking over it, dude. He's not shutting the doors on time. Somebody else is having to help him. Like, we got 3 people on a baler, which should only be a 2-man job. I should have been training this 3rd person on the cutter, which is what I was in charge of, so he could be my relief if I was off or whatever on vacation. But I can't train the 3rd person because this dude is so messed up on whatever narcotics he was taking. He can't function. And it's, like I said, this is a Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday he was all right. But now all of a sudden it's Wednesday night and he's messing up, bro. He's messing up. He even slams a girl's head. Now, this was the only girl that we had working with us. Everybody was a man except for her that worked in the warehouse. And he slams this girl's head in the damn door. Well, I run over and hit the emergency stop because these doors are heavy. They're literally like bank vault doors. They're steel. I mean, they're that hardcore doors. And I thought he damn killed her or something, or knocked her out. Or at the very least, I thought he had knocked her out. Man, I ran over there so damn fast and hit that emergency stop. And I was like, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" And I won't say that little girl's name, but I was just asking her. I was like, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" And she was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good." Dude, she was half knocked unconscious. Like, I know she wasn't good. Man, I shut the whole line down. I had to shut the whole production line down, bro. And I get on the radio. I'm like, "Hey, Shane, man, come over to the Baylor. Meet me at the Baylor, homeboy. We got a situation, bro." So Shane, it ain't even 5 minutes. It ain't even probably 2 minutes goes by. Shane's over at the Baylor. He's like, "Man, what's up, man? What's up?" I was like, "This fucking idiot." He couldn't hear me. You know, we're that far. Well, we're too far away from him to hear. But I was like, "Bro, this damn idiot over here just about killed this girl. He just about locked her damn head into that vault door." Man, Shane was pissed off. He got almost fighting mad for real, and I had to calm him down. And he went over and asked her. He was like, "Are you all right?" And she was like, "Yeah, yeah." And he was like, "Look, I'll take you to the emergency room. You know, if you think you got a concussion or something, you know, because these doors was heavy. I cannot believe it didn't knock this girl out. This was a tough ass girl. This girl was damn tough because it should have knocked her out for real." And but she was good, man. She said she didn't have no concussion or nothing. And I told Shane, I said, "Shit, that girl's strong as hell because that really should have knocked her out for real." And Shane said, "Man, what the hell happened?" And I was like, "Dude, homeboy's on some kind of drug, dude. He's been up for days. He don't know what the hell he's doing. He don't know what the hell he's talking about. And he damn near killed her." Well, Shane kind of like, he's like, "Man," his like, you know, his like, "Should I say something to him?" I was like, "Bruh, it could have been an accident." I was like, "We don't have enough proof to really go up to him and say, you know, you was on drugs or you was doing this. If we do that, we're going to get our asses sued off because we can't prove that for real." And he was like, "All right, man." So then I have to train him later that night, even though I didn't want to because I was still pissed off at him for real. I had to train him. I'm going to have to try to explain this to y'all. So when running fiber, you got a whole bunch of stuff you got to do. Okay. Now, the first step in running fiber is you got to take these lines of fabric. All right. It used to be chemicals, but have been compounded into fabric. And you have to run them in a specific order through a spool set. Okay. And that later on goes through another process and eventually gets to me and eventually gets to the Baylor guys. But anyway, I'm trying to train this dude and I'm trying to show him how to put it through the spooler process. And bro, we get to the end of the line. And this is so complicated. If you're not paying attention to me, bro, you're not going to get it. You're going to mess up real, real bad for real. And if you mess up there, the whole run is going to be messed up. And so I didn't want to train this dude to do this because I didn't think he was going to be able to get it. Seriously, because he was just too messed up on whatever drug he was on. But Shane asked me to do it, so I did it. And so I'm training this dude, and we get to the end of the process, and I show him 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, "Man, do you think you understand? Like, do you think you might be able to, like, do it now by yourself?" Man, this man says something to me I will never forget for the rest of my life, bro. This man looks at me and he's dead serious and he says, "Man, I couldn't hear anything you was telling me, man, because of all the voices in my head." Right then, bro. Right then. I did this right in front of this dude because by this time, I'm pissed off now. I get on the radio and I'm like, "Shane, can you come over to the spool set, bro?" He's like, "Yeah." He comes over there and he's like, "What's going on now, man?" And I'm like, "Bruh, this man is on some hardcore drugs, dude. Or he is psychotic. I don't know which. But either way, bruh, he's not going to learn nothing. He can't learn it, man. He's too, his mind isn't right. He can't comprehend what the hell I'm even talking about, bro. He's too fucked up. And when I say fucked up, I mean he was on drugs. Heavy drugs, for real. And I could tell it. Everybody could tell. Shane was like, damn. He was like, why they send us weird ass dudes like this? And I was like, because they don't have to damn work with them. That's one thing about factory work. The main office, the dudes that got their little degrees and shit and got to set up in the main office and don't have to do no hard work, have never done any hard work in their entire life, they'll send you anybody they can back there because they don't have to work with them. So I told Shane, I was like, bro, this guy's going to get somebody killed, man. He's going to get somebody hurt or killed. He damn near already killed that girl. And so Shane was like, all right, man, send him back to the Baylor. So I send homeboy back to the Baylor, and I finished stringing up this entire run by myself, which took forever, by the way, because you need at least 2 or 3 people. But we were so short-handed, I had to do it on my own. And it had to be done right, so I'd just rather do it on my own. So, man, a couple of hours go by. Now, keep in mind, now, this was on a Wednesday. We're working 12-hour shifts. And this was about, I'd say, 9 hours into the shift, maybe 10. We start running the second product, okay? I'm making sure everything's right, everything's ready and stuff. And this dude messes up again. He somehow, I don't know how he did this because I wasn't down on that end of the line. I was on my end making sure all the machinery was set up for this run. Everybody else was running it up to me, right? Somehow, man, this dude wrapped this fabric around this girl's hand. I don't know how the hell he did it. I wasn't down there, but Shane was telling me about it later. And he damn near ripped her arm off because we got these big pillars, these big rollers, okay? And you feed the fabric through those rollers. Somehow, man, he got her arm caught into that roller, bro, and they're heated. These are heated rollers. They're probably 100 damn degrees. And it was like burning her arm as it was going around, and Shane had to hit the emergency stop. I don't know how the hell that guy wrapped her arm up like that. But anyway, Shane screams at the dude. And I can't blame Shane because honestly, I was kind of ready to scream at him too. Now, working in a factory, look, man, it ain't like working in an office or anything like that. Like, people are going to scream at you. It is what it is, man. I've screamed at dudes. I've had dudes scream at me. Is what it is. I mean, that's just part of factory work. I've had, I've been so pissed off at men that I offered to go out in the yard. We can throw hands. We can throw hands, bro. That's just factory work. It is what it is. It's no big deal. But I've screamed at dudes too. I've done it. So I can't really blame Shane for screaming at this dude for damn near killing this girl twice in one shift. And so anyway, Shane screams at this dude. Well, this dude goes completely berserk. This is how I know this dude was on drugs. So this dude's like, man, F you. I'll come back here and I'll kill you. I'll kill Eli too. Like threatening my life and Shane's life. And he was like, I'll come back and I'll kill both of y'all. And he's like, I'm going to go to my house and get my gun. So dude walks out, leaves, walks out the door. Shane was like, bruh, did you just hear that? I was like, yeah, he threatened our lives. I was like, but it is what it is. We got to get this run. We ain't got time to hold up this run, bro. We on a time limit. Like, we're going to get our asses chewed off if we don't get this damn run out the door. So anyway, we keep it moving. We run this shit up through to where it's supposed to go, up through the cutter. I put it up through the cutter and it goes into the baler and yada yada. So once every 30 minutes or so, me and Shane are walking around the entire building making sure this guy don't come back with a gun to kill us. You know what I'm saying? So that was a long ass night. And Shane had a little something something on him to protect him, and I had a little something something on me to protect me. And if that guy would have came back that night, it probably would have been the last thing he ever did. It would have been a bad situation for that young man. So I'm really glad he did not come back, because that really wouldn't have ended too good for him at all. Like I said, it would have been the last thing he ever did in his life. So I'm glad that young man never came back. But yeah, that's kind of crazy people that you meet in factories, man. If you're in factory work, and especially in the state of Tennessee, there are no real protections for you. This is a right to work state. Nobody really cares if you live or die in a factory. There ain't no state laws protecting you. They always want to say this, OSHA that. Let me tell you something. I've been in factories 14 plus years. Never seen no damn OSHA people come through nowhere. Shit. When I was at FIT, the whole warehouse was coming down. We had a wall that was like completely collapsed. You could see like the damn all the shit under the wall, man. And all that stuff, like the Pink Panther insulation, you could see that. We had a small bathroom at FIT that completely collapsed in from water damage. There wasn't no OSHA coming to say nothing about it. You know what they did? They boarded up the damn bathroom so nobody could go in there and get hurt. OSHA don't give a damn about nobody in the state of Tennessee. I can promise you that. Our governor is a corrupt son of a gun, who doesn't care about nobody, and he allows corrupt laws like the right to work to exist because our governor actually owns a factory. You don't think he's getting kickbacks from that shit? Hell yeah, he is. He doesn't care about your life, and he don't care about my life. Tennessee is a corrupt state when it comes to factory work. I'm just being honest. Anyway, I got plenty of more of these stories to tell if anybody is interested in them. That was the time I had to train a crazy dude. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace, love. I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a great day.